Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi, gentlemen and ladies. My name is Aitayo. I am sure that an introduction has been done. I totally apologize for not being able to join you guys physically. I'm currently in Lagos. I live just about 2 hours away from Abeokuta, but it's just that this moment is really a very busy time. I've got a lot of speaking engagements. I've had two today, Lagos State Government, and another in River State, virtually. So I would have really loved to be with you guys, but I totally apologize. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share my story, share my knowledge and my wisdom with you guys. Again, Eitayo is my name. I am a technology entrepreneur. People call me a tech evangelist. Why? Because I love to talk about the technology industry. So today, guys, I'm going to focus on three major things. Number one is the entire disruption that is happening today, especially with the technology industry, especially in artificial intelligence. And most importantly, how you can, plug it into the space and offer great value. And value attracts value. So it means that if you give value or if you become a person of substance and a person of value in this industry or in this certain generation, you will also get great value for the value that you have become or the value that you offer. You see, the second thing I'm also going to talk about is, the major technology opportunities and the skills, the major technology skills that you can learn and you can also get into. And the third thing will be how to become successful in this space, in this industry. Let me start with my personal story. When I left the university, I was excited. I thought to myself that I was going to leave the school and get into the job market and do really well for myself. But unfortunately, first year I was trying to get a job, a struggle. Second year, trying to get a job, a struggle. 2 years of my life wasted, maybe not totally wasted, but I couldn't get a job in 2 years. But one of the things I learned in those 2 years is number one, to continue to give myself, because the great opportunities that you're looking for happen or they come in the process of you giving yourself. So I started volunteering. I volunteered for Leap Africa, volunteered for Yalda, volunteered for Healthy AC Health. And I was just volunteering. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do for myself or how I was going to make money, but I continued to volunteer. Now, in the process of volunteering, I met a mentor, Bengal Gunjimi, who just got back from the US, and we were gisting, and he told me about the technology industry in the United States, and this was 2012. And this guy told me that everything that happened in the US was going to happen in Nigeria from the technology landscape or from the technology perspective or the tech industry. So he advised that I go into the tech industry. He advised that I started learning a tech skill, and I picked up a tech skill, IT project management, in 2013. So I started to learn. Why? Because somebody told me about the technology industry and what was going to happen. Now, fast track 2015, I got a job in the United States, moved to the US, and everything has happened since then. Since then, I've gotten more than 25 global fellowship programs, from Alcyon to Global Good Fund to Antler. I've gotten a major scholarship to go to my master's in the UK called Chevron Scholarship, fundamentally because I listened to a futuristic advice. Now listen to me, because I listened to a futuristic advice and I took action Two things: listening and taking action. Listening and taking action. So today I'm about to announce to you that, guys, something is happening today, and everybody is awakened to that reality. But some people are sleeping on it. People are thinking that, oh, it's not a big deal. And that is the concept of artificial intelligence. You see, the likes of Meta, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Oracle, some of those top companies are spending an average of $50 million per annum to build artificial intelligence solution. And what that means to you is, myself and you, we really don't have a control over what is going to happen in the future. We just have to plug into the wave of artificial intelligence. Over 47 million jobs will be lost to AI. And more than 107 million jobs will be created. Now, if you're not careful, you might lose your job to artificial intelligence. But the good news is new job opportunities will be created by AI. I'll give you a very interesting example. Today, you have to see a doctor to diagnose you of your medical ailments or your illness. So if you go to the hospital, the doctor will ask for your record, the doctor will check your record, the doctor will interpret the record and will tell you, oh, I guess you're having obesity, or maybe you're having, typhoid. That is going to change in the future. Clinical diagnosis will be done by artificial intelligence. Why? Because AI would have access to your data, what you ate yesterday, what you ate last month, the number of exercises you did, your history, medical history, and will analyze those data and those information to tell you what your ailment is. The same thing with your car. If you have a problem with your car today, you go to a mechanic. A device will be created in the future that you just have to plug into, your battery, and it can analyze the entire car and give you the diagnosis of what is happening to your car. I'm not saying that mechanics will be displaced. I'm not saying that doctors will be displaced. I am only telling you what will happen in the future. And everything I've just described now are already happening. So artificial intelligence will change the way we do things. Guys, it will change the way we do things. Now, if something is going to change the future, the intelligent thing to do today is to plug yourself into the present and begin to learn about artificial intelligence. That's the best thing to do. The best thing is for you to begin to learn about AI and how AI is going to disrupt your industry, so you're better prepared for that future. That's the smart thing to do. On the second side, it's not just about AI disrupting the work that we do today. It's also the new opportunities that AI will create. The new opportunities, especially in predictive analytics. And the best thing for you to begin to do today is to begin to build a career in the skills or in the opportunity that artificial intelligence will create. So today, let me share with you the 10 strategic skills that you can learn today to prepare you for the future. Are you ready, guys? Are you really ready? Okay, let's do it. 10 major skills that you can learn today. 10 skills. So what are the major skills that will make a difference? And I'm not telling you this for the purpose of just knowing the skills. The goal here is to share this with you so that you can take action in terms of the skills that you should be learning. And there are 10 major technology skills. And what I've done is to divide the skills into 2 different categories, right? So you think about skills like coding skills and skills that are not also coding. Now think about it. If you choose to write code, there are coding skills. If you choose not to write code, there are non-coding skills. Now on the coding side, we have skills like software engineering, data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity. These are coding skills that require that you write some code, right? And listen to me. If you are this person that you like to be, behind your system, just be indoor, work from home, coding skills will be very good for you, right? If you can do 3 hours behind your system, then coding skills will be ideal for you. And again, I'm talking about skills that require coding and will prepare you for great opportunities in the future. Software engineering, cybersecurity, cloud computing, software engineering. I've mentioned that. These are coding skills. Data science. Now, if you are like me and you don't like to code, right? You think about skills like product management, UI, UX, also called user experience and user interface. Skills like product and digital marketing, skills like technology sales, these are business analysis. These are skills that don't at all require any form of coding. But you can choose any of those two categories, from any of those two categories, coding skills and non-coding skills. But listen, guys, there are also advanced skills like artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, augmented reality. These are skills of the future. The best thing to do today, listen, is to begin to position yourself for the future. Many of us that are celebrated today started positioning ourselves some 6 years, 7 years, 10 years ago. And there's no miracle around becoming successful. You just have to position yourself for the future. Now, let me talk about 5 things that you can begin to do today to get ready for the great opportunities in the future. And listen, everything I'm going to talk about are not theories. You have to practice them. Number 1 is learning a skill. But not just learning a skill, devoting yourself, committing yourself to learning. That's one thing you need to do. Number 2 is you have to join communities. Don't isolate yourself. It's a struggle to become successful by isolation. It's hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's really hard. Why do you want to do the hard thing? If there's a better way, connect with people, be a part of ecosystem, interact with people. Don't isolate yourself. Number 3 is you have to go and master how to tell your story. It's hard to become successful in this space by keeping quiet. You need to learn to master your story. Master the art of storytelling. You have to share. You have to talk about the work that you do. In fact, I used to tell my mentees and I used to joke with people that you must be telling your story 10 times every day. Sharing on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Continue to share your story. Another thing is find a mentor and a coach. Find a mentor and a coach. It's super important. You see, there's some things that you need to do that other people have done. And the best way to navigate repeating the challenge or going through what other people have gone through is to find a mentor who can guide you, who can coach you, who can support you through the journey. Finally, and I know I have a very limited time because there are probably other speakers, finally, is be bold to take hard steps, especially when it comes to opportunities. You see, many of the opportunities I have today or I have received, for example, I've gotten opportunities from Google, from Facebook, from, some of the top companies you can ever think about. I got them by being bold enough to apply for them. Don't limit yourself. Don't say you are not qualified. Apply. Apply for local and international opportunities. I would have loved to go on and on, but I understand that there are other speakers leave you here. Thank you so much for listening to me. Guys, feel free to connect with me on Instagram. You can connect with me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is eyi.eko, EYI.EKO. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram. Send me your questions and I'll be happy to answer them. Again, I do apologize for not being able to join you. Tayo again is my name. Have a beautiful time. Bye-bye.